Meta's bold push for AI superintelligence. In the world of Silicon Valley, wars aren't fought with armies but with cash, code, and brainpower, and Mark Zuckerberg just went all in. A few weeks ago, Meta, the company that basically defined social media, announced its new goal: to build the ultimate intelligence. We're talking AI superintelligence. This isn't just some new app or feature. It's a multi-billion-dollar bet that's meant to blow competitors like OpenAI and Google out of the water and completely reshape our future. So what's actually going on here? Meta has declared that it's going to spend hundreds of billions of dollars to build AI that's smarter than any human. It's a direct challenge, signaling to everyone that the days of playing it safe with AI are over. The race for AI supremacy is officially on, and Meta is planning to dominate. But how did we get here? And who really has the best shot at winning this thing? The announcement was more than just a press release, it was a shockwave. Mark Zuckerberg committed to what is probably the biggest technology investment in Meta's entire history. The numbers here are just staggering. For 2025, the company plans to spend between $64 and $72 billion on this. That's a huge jump from the $39 billion they spent in 2024. To put that in perspective, that amount of money is bigger than the entire economy of many countries, and it's all being aimed at one single goal: building superintelligence. Naturally, investors immediately ask the obvious question: how can you possibly afford this? Zuckerberg's answer was simple, and it pointed right at the heart of Meta's power. He reminded them that the company's advertising business is a cash machine, pulling in over $100 billion a year. That's the engine that will fund this whole operation. It means Meta can make these insane investments without needing to borrow money, giving it a massive advantage. This isn't just about spending a lot of money. It's an aggressive strategy to build a lead so big that no one can ever catch up. The message couldn't be clearer. Meta isn't just in the AI race anymore, it's here to win it. So, why the sudden, dramatic push? The answer is that a fierce AI arms race has been heating up behind the scenes for years. Tech giants like Google and OpenAI were making huge progress, and when models like ChatGPT and Gemini came out, the whole world woke up to the power of generative AI. The fight for the next frontier of technology had begun. This was a make-or-break moment for Meta. The company was doing some soul-searching. Its Llama 4 model got mixed reviews, and some key people left the company. There was a real feeling that Meta was starting to fall behind. Zuckerberg was reportedly frustrated with how slowly things were moving, and decided it was time for a reset. He knew that in the race to build artificial general intelligence, or AGI, second place is the same as last place. The first real sign of this new strategy was the creation of a brand new division, Meta Superintelligence Labs. This was a move to bring all of the company's AI efforts under one roof and give them a new sense of purpose. It wasn't just some corporate reshuffling. It was Meta admitting out loud how high the stakes have become. The company that bet billions on the metaverse is now making an even bigger bet on a different kind of reality, one run by artificial intelligence. You can't win a war without generals, and in the world of AI, the most valuable resource is human talent. Knowing this, Meta started one of the most aggressive hiring sprees the tech industry has ever seen. This wasn't just hiring, it was a poaching operation, targeting the very people who built their rivals' best technology. The company made huge headlines by landing some of the biggest names in the field. To lead the new superintelligence labs, Meta recruited Alexander Wang, the former CEO of the data labeling giant Scale AI, and Nat Friedman, the ex-CEO of GitHub. These aren't just researchers, they are proven leaders who know how to build and scale massive tech projects. But the talent grab didn't stop there. Meta has reportedly been offering staggering compensation packages to lure top researchers away from places like OpenAI and Google DeepMind. While rumors of $100 million signing bonuses seem to be exaggerated, the reality is that total compensation packages are reaching into the tens of millions of dollars, spread out over several years. For the architects of foundational AI models at other companies, these were offers too good to pass up. To lock down its supply chain, Meta also made a massive $14.3 billion investment in Scale AI, getting a nearly 49% stake in the company. This move not only brought Alexander Wang on board but also secured a deep partnership with a company that provides the high-quality data essential for training advanced AI. Along with buying smaller specialized startups like Play AI, Meta is building a world-class AI army piece by piece for one reason: to win. If talent is the army, then computing power is the arsenal, and Meta is building an arsenal on a scale we've never seen before. The quest for superintelligence requires a mind-bending amount of computer power, and Zuckerberg has promised to build it. The core of this plan is Meta's next-generation data centers, which they call superclusters. The company announced it's on track to launch the world's first 1-gigawatt supercluster in 2026, codenamed Prometheus. To give you an idea of the scale, this one facility will have a physical footprint big enough to cover a large chunk of Manhattan. And that's just the start. Zuckerberg also revealed plans for an even bigger cluster called Hyperion, which is designed to eventually scale up to an almost unbelievable 5 gigawatts. These superclusters are where the AI of the future will be born. They will house hundreds of thousands of the most advanced GPUs, letting Meta's researchers train bigger and more powerful models faster than any competitor. Zuckerberg has said that Meta Superintelligence Labs will have by far the greatest compute per researcher in the entire industry. This is a huge strategic advantage. When you give the smartest people almost unlimited computer power, that's when breakthroughs happen. It's how you go from making small improvements to chasing giant leaps in intelligence. This massive investment is meant to be Meta's ultimate advantage, a fortress of silicon and electricity that locks in its spot at the top of AI development. So, with an elite army and a giant arsenal, what's the actual plan? How does Meta turn all this money and power into a win? The strategy is pretty straightforward. First, dominate the technology itself, and second, weave that AI deep into its products that billions of people already use. The first part is to get a clear technological lead. If Meta can build the most powerful AI models, it can set the standard for the whole industry. That kind of leadership attracts even more talent, creates more opportunities, and builds on itself. The second part is where the money comes in. Meta isn't building superintelligence just for fun. The real goal is to make its current products way better and to create totally new ways to make money. Think about it. AI could create advertising tools so smart they know what users want almost before they do, sending ad revenue into the stratosphere. We're already seeing the first steps of this with the standalone Meta AI app, which is going head-to-head with ChatGPT, and the new AI features being built into the Ray-Ban smart glasses. The long-term vision is a future where AI is how you interact with all of Meta's products, from glasses that can see and understand your world, to AI assistants on WhatsApp and Messenger that are actually helpful. This would drive engagement through the roof and make Meta's platforms more essential than ever. Of course, Meta isn't doing this in a bubble. Its rivals are firing back hard. Google and OpenAI are also pouring tens of billions into their own AI work. Microsoft has already invested over $13 billion in OpenAI. Google is putting its Gemini model into everything from its search engine to Android phones. This is a fight between giants, and nobody is backing down. But Meta's all-in strategy has huge risks. The cost is absolutely astronomical, and it puts a ton of pressure on the company's finances. Even with its money-making ad business, the company's Reality Labs division is still losing billions of dollars every quarter. There's also the threat of government regulators, especially in places like the European Union, who are already nervous about big tech getting even more powerful. And on top of all that, there's no guarantee this will even work. Building superintelligence is completely new territory, filled with technical and ethical landmines. Even with all the money being thrown at talent, some top researchers are skeptical of Meta's aggressive style, which raises questions about whether they can keep their best people in the long run. It's a massive gamble, and the outcome is anything but certain. The race for superintelligence is the biggest tech story of our time, and it's moving incredibly fast. If you want to stay on top of it and understand the forces that are shaping our future, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. We'll keep you posted on every big move in this high-stakes game. Meta's wild multi-billion-dollar sprint for superintelligence is more than just a corporate strategy. It's a turning point in the history of technology. By assembling an all-star team, building an unmatched arsenal of computers, And using its incredible financial power, Meta has shoved its way to the very center of the AI revolution. The company is betting that with enough scale, speed, and cash, it can blow past powerful rivals like Google and OpenAI. It's a high-risk, high-reward plan that could either make Meta the undisputed king of the next era of tech, or become a famous story of a company that flew too close to the sun. The lines have been drawn. The AI war is here, and how it turns out won't just decide the future of a few companies, it will change our relationship with technology and intelligence forever. The race to build a god is on, and all we can do is watch and wonder who will get there first. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Which tech giant do you think will win this AI competition?